The name of this monument is She Wouldn't Take Off Her Boots, and it's significant because this is inspired by a photograph of these four women who were actually getting ready to be shot by the Nazis, and they were instructed to take their boots off, but the woman in the middle, she just refused as an act of defiance against the Nazis.
These women there are 5 women in the monument. We have actually a child and 4 women, and this was a picture that was taken of them right before they were killed. And so in the middle, there's a woman, an older woman, and all of them, their arms are linked, who is wearing boots. Everybody else is in their underwear and no shoes on their feet, which was a requirement of the Nazis to completely undress because they actually then appropriated all of those belongings to send back to Germany. But she refused to take off her boots, at least in that moment. And that idea of you can still have dignity, you can still have a way to resist the dehumanization that was happening, is what really the monument is all about. How do we stand up against hate, and how do we do it and maintain humanity? We're the North Carolina Council on the Holocaust, and our mission is to educate students and teachers in the state of North Carolina about the Holocaust and the lessons we can learn from the past to help us today. Our organization paired with the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction and created curriculum resources for every grade level in both of those subject areas. We also are tasked with professional development to provide that for the teachers of North Carolina to teach them how to use the resources, as well as other resources that we can bring in to teach about the Holocaust.
When students come here, and very often if you're in a garden, you're going to march through a sculpture. You just walk right through it, or you stand for a moment. So focus. How do we get students to use this piece of public art, which is a vehicle for Holocaust education? How do we get them focused? How do we get them to engage with this sculpture?
I think it's really powerful, especially because finding out that it's here in a park that's really symbolic or representative of some Jewish families in Greensboro. And I think it's really powerful how close it is to Woolworths and the connections that you can make with the Greensboro 4. And I also think it's powerful that people can walk by it and just kind of take a moment to remember. Because that's the biggest thing, right? To be able to not let this happen again is to remember how you can just stand in your boots and stand for what's right.
It's a lot to process. I didn't realize that we had a monument this close to or within North Carolina. So really coming here and seeing the facial expressions and really seeing the photograph and then just imagining the experiences that they would have went through is just really, really hard to take in.
Oh, I think this monument is absolutely wonderful. It really it does exactly what we want it to do with the Holocaust education. I mean, it really does make you, especially if you don't even know anything about it, you walk up on it and you just ask, what's going on here? Why did this happen? And there's so many things that are set up to be able to answer those questions. It's wonderful.
This is incredible to have this close to us and have access to it, to be this close to my school, to be able to bring students out here and give them something besides just the classroom setting to actually represent the Holocaust. So it's going to be an incredible opportunity to bring them out here.
Why is it important that students learn this?
Well, as we've been talking about today, the idea that people still don't believe the Holocaust happened and the percentage of people that have never learned about the Holocaust or don't understand it, it's important to keep teaching it so that we understand these types of things here and these beautiful women that gave their lives for this event. Yes.
I think the monument is a pretty powerful visual. It shows women standing together in the face of adversity. I also think that having the young lady on the left side there with kind of her head bowed, these women are standing up even though they know what their fate is going to be, and they know that they're not able to protect that child from that fate, but they're still standing up for a chance to just show you haven't beaten us, that we're still here and we are people, and you will recognize us, you will look in our faces.
From a historical standpoint, it's always, we want to have empathy for our students, but it's always the unknown voices that we need to always remember and to talk about. So when I teach my students, there's always the truth, a different version, and then you have to find out all the different angles that happen in this historical event and not forget about those hidden voices that we sometimes forget about.
Empathy is a skill that doesn't come naturally for a lot of people, And when you can learn from other people's stories and experiences at such formative ages, I feel like it's an invaluable lesson that they can use for the rest of their life.
While the Holocaust is focusing on one event, this is happening right now. These are current. You can relate to the things that are happening now or that will happen in the future. I think it's important that they realize this and they recognize what's happening.
This is a timely message today, but it's a timely message for any time because hate continues to be an underlying theme in our society throughout the world. And if we can remember these terrible things that happened, hopefully we can prevent the future and preserve the future.
Students learn this history need to learn this history for a number of reasons, including the fact that it's very important that we learn the patterns of the past so we can recognize them today and perhaps actually prevent the next genocide or prevent the hate that we see in the world all around us, combat it in some way. And that's actually the overarching goal, but the themes and the importance of the history and the stories that we read are also ways to help our students inspire themselves to overcome even their own challenges in their life.